I got a question.
Go for it.
Roger, the internet is divided.
Oh
no.
Serrated or
Serrated.
dimpled?
Okay. Serrated.
If you're building a rifle, what is Roger putting on his rifle?
Well, the answer is I've given it before, is whatever people return to us. Because yeah.
Oh, nice.
They're not the normal cry pants
Yeah,
that
yeah.
all the, they're I like them because they're so simple. They don't all
I
show
like
like a tactical.
They're tactical, but not tactical.
Yes, not over the board.
That's fantastic. All right. Can you hear me okay, Roger? Ian, can you hear me fine?
I can.
Mr. Stevens, check 1, 2.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you. You're good.
That is a red light.
Good.
Good. I think we're good. You got a red light over there on that camera. That's the only camera I'm worried about dying on me, but I got extra batteries in my pockets.
Batteries.
Yeah, I got extra batteries.
Sorry for the delay.
You're good. You're good. So, you want to roll intro or you want me to?
Oh, you can just do it.
Okay, cool.
You got a better camera, like sight line and stuff.
You're good. I can zoom in on you too.
Nah, it'll be all right.
So, am I too fat? I need to wear my jacket
Yeah,
again.
you should have brought it.
I
Last
should've
night
brought
he had
my-
on his blazer.
I had my blazer because I'm pudgy and it's self-conscious about it.
It's okay.
But anyway, so we're here once again at TTPOA. We've been hanging out with everybody on the floor for the past like 4 or 5 hours.
It's
Really
like
good
6
showing.
hours.
6 hours. And we had a special guest at our booth
Mm-hmm.
who we convinced to come up here and do a podcast with us. We have one of the, I don't know how to describe this properly, widget legends, engineering masterminds behind some of the coolest stuff in the industry, 4 years running. I think the first interaction I had with you was back in the bad days. Not the bad days, but the bad days where I had a question and I emailed in and you emailed me directly back. And I was like, that, and at that point I wasn't in the industry or anything. And to have somebody reach back out to me and directly interact with the question I had on something as simple as a ambidextrous safety, and you engaged with me and did that and didn't know me from anybody. And then fast forward a decade later, and now we're selling your products for your own brand on our website. And it's just a awesome thing to be able to sit down and speak with Mr. Roger Wang of Forward Control Designs.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having me and inviting us to a TTPOA second year in a row. Things like appreciate the opportunity. We've been trying to work a little less so we can come visit our friends, you guys, Sons of Liberty, and Jim Hodge as well. We just haven't had the time. And so this is a great, perfect opportunity. You asked me to do the show last year. I said, sure, we want to do that. But, you know, we have been in Texas for 2 years and 5 months. I can tell you exactly how many cities I've gone to. It's less than 5. And I can't find Kroger's in Midlothian without a GPS because I just never leave.
I can't find Kroger in the Woodlands.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the intro. I'm still finding. I just saw McKeith Green from Dead Air. I never met him, didn't know what he looked like, so I had to put on my glasses. I'm like, McKeith, oh, hey, McKeith, how are you doing? And he never met me before. So he reminded me something similar, and I'm finding this all the time. Like, yeah, I talked to you 10 years ago at Battle Realms. Like, I don't remember, but I remember his name because not a whole lot of folks have a first name as McKeith.
Yep.
But, we still do that. If a customer have a question, I'm usually the one to answer. And like you probably, I have a bad habit of working all the time. And being that's my
Yeah.
and you too.
Yeah.
I know because I've bugged you on Sunday, on Saturday. I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. But you reply. So I mentioned not to do that very often. People do, I enjoy doing it. And when people have a problem, I want to solve it. It's a type A personality that created this shipping monkey thing. In that when disorder, I want it out like right away. If you have a problem, I want it resolved right away. Customer, folks are happy. I think the bar has been set pretty low in general, not just in our industry, but just in the entire consumer industry. Consumer base is really, when there's a problem, the manufacturers, the shop you buy from just don't get back to you. Hey, when you want to spend money on us, hey, we're best friends. After the fact, then whatever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I think a lot of our friends, like you guys, and most of our dealers, have the same reputation. You guys ship very fast. Even when there's a problem, you take care of it. Are we really doing anything above and beyond? I don't think so. We're doing what we're supposed to do to take care of our customers.
Right.
And people say, "Oh, your customer service is great." I'm like, "Thank you. I don't think we're doing anything more than what we're supposed to, but it's just nobody else seems to be doing it. So it kind of elevated us to the level that seems, it's like it's undoable or basically just not done by anybody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now we're still doing it. Where I'm trying to pass some of the task to the new shipping monkeys. They do more than shipping. Of course, they are involved with product design. I get their input, and we go do fun stuff like coming to TTPOA. Shay and Roger really enjoy being here, and being number one. We're surrounded by friends like you guys and Jim Hodge, and the folks from Steiner and Glock and Endpoints and Dead Air. Yeah. So we're very happy to be in Texas and very happy to be here, and very fortunate to have made friends in the industry that at the time when we first started doing business, when was that, 2019 maybe?
Yeah,
I remember we're on the phone for like 30 minutes, right? I think Stephanie was the one that might have told you, hey, you should call us. And by then, Big Tex Outdoors, I still refer to you guys as Big Tex Outdoors, right? Even though it's been changed to Ordnance. And by then you guys, in 2019, how many people did you have? Was you, Maddie, maybe?
I think it was me and Maddie, and I think Gina and maybe Jake.
Jake came on in 2019.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you were customer service. When did we hire you?
March 2020.
Yeah.
Right before the pandemic.
Right when.
And I took pictures for you in November of 19. Was the first thing that I worked on.
Into the new shop, the old new shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was setting up racks on the weekend, and he was in there taking pictures and stuff. Yeah. But to answer the question, we were 3-4 people.
Yeah. It's interesting to see,
including me and Maddie.
Yeah. I was doing it part time up until 2020. When the pandemic hit, then we're still just two of us, and then the first chance available, we moved out here. Okay, California is a lost cause, and Texas is where her family is, and we could have gone somewhere else, but I'm so glad we chose what we chose. In everything about Texas is awesome. The opportunity. The only thing I don't like about it is the highway sometimes. Yeah. It's emerging to the fast lane. That's scary as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better be going. But I'm going to stop you right there, and I want to back up, and I want to talk about how you even got into part design. What's your background on that? What do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
And where you started in this whole adventure.
Right. So earlier you mentioned my old company that I co-founded with my former partner in 2009, Battle Arms Development. And by then we were doing mostly M1A and N14 parts, tools rather. And I say, I want to do the AR stuff because I own mostly ARs. So our very first product was in the Maytag bracket screw kit, because Maytag, you guys have seen them, right? The brackets is super tiny. In the torque on it, you think it breaks. So that was our first product. The second product was firearms. So that was how it got started. And I got to tell you, by then I knew enough about guns. I shot, but I didn't train, so I didn't know enough to be designing a product. But the driving force had always been the same. That I wanted to make products that benefit the users and help them be better. Not just make products that, like decoration you put on the gun, doesn't do anything. It looks cool, okay, great, well, but it doesn't do anything. But my background is an IT engineer. I'm still certified. I can't call myself an IT professional anymore because I don't do it for a living anymore. But I did that for about 20 years. Okay, so I can tell you what I did as an IT professional. Some of the skills do carry over. Certainly, I mean, not the IP address V4, V6, and blah blah blah, but the mentality is the same. It has to work. When you design a network, when you troubleshoot a network, and you start to find simplicity is what I always strive for. The simpler, the better. So that carried over to the things that I design and make. So anyway, at Battle Arms, so I was there from 2009 to 2014, and I left in late 2014 to start my own business, to start forward controls, and you can, I'm sure you know this as well. I mean, I had to start twice. First in 2009 and again in 2015, it was not easy, right? When you are small, and we are very small. In Big Tex, I think you guys are kind of big, but you would think yourself as small.
Oh, no,
as well.
We're very, very small.
Well, right. So folks will come to our place expecting to see a shop, and they see a home, right? Now, we have police officers come by all the time. I'm like, yeah, I wonder what neighbors think, right? Today's Dallas PD, tomorrow is twice Fort Worth PD, and with Irving PD come over. I said, the neighbors must think, well, I'd be my wife or something. You get police cars here all the time. But yeah, so I started forward controls because I wanted to do things my way. I didn't want to get permission, to get approval to do something I wanted to do and run things my way. And I never did well with the boss. So forward controls had 3 products in the beginning, and now we have about I don't know, it's maybe like 3 or 4 dozen, maybe actually more like 5 or 6 dozens.
What were those first 3 products?
Was low drag forward assist, the magazine release button, and the bolt catch.
Nice.
And all of them are still in production, and all of them have seen changes. The bolt catch is now on version 3 because over the years we keep making it better. The buttons has seen one change, just rated to dimpled as well. And the LDFA is still in production, except now we have a newer version that was done with Jim. That's called the LSFA. So, it's but our products and our designs are function based. If there's no function, then there's no place for it, right? For instance, if this boom mic has no purpose being there, then it wouldn't be there. It's there because it has a purpose. It has a reason. Even by then, people were saying about the product, the rimless foresters like the LDFA. A solution in search of a problem. For you, maybe, because you don't use an NB charging handle, so therefore you don't need to have a rimless forest assist. And a lot of products get that kind of treatment, even today. It's okay. It's like a wheelchair for people like us is a solution in search of a problem because we don't need it. But can you say that about a product for people that do need it, right? But
that's a good point. Like I think a lot of people, like if you see on the internet, like a new product will come out, whether it's yours or somebody else, and they'll be like, "Oh, well, this is stupid. I don't have a need for this." Well, maybe you weren't the intended consumer. Maybe the person that does need it and requested that, as part of a requirement, they probably have a need for that. And I think people don't always see that or don't want to see that.
Well, the internet does allow that, right? The internet is very unforgiving. So if you have a thin skin, do not be on the internet. Do not become a public figure. and I've had to learn that. Just let things go. Don't get into internet pissing match because nobody wins. Yeah, right. You start trying to convince someone with a different political view of your own views. Never going to happen. They already got their minds made up, right? In folks that say that our products are overpriced, like, no, you don't know how much it cost us, right? And something on like the ABCR, for instance, when we sell them to you, we make maybe $3 or $4. Nobody knew that because it cost us not much to make them. Coding itself costs about $3.50. Nobody knew that. We don't have to justify our products. We make our products for a reason. If there's no purpose, then there's no reason. If no reason, they wouldn't exist for us. The thing that we get criticized for quite a bit more is not our own making. I mean, you guys see this all the time as well. It's the EPC. Just for looks, doesn't do anything. No, maybe you should read the product descriptions. It will tell you everything, all the reasons why we did what we did. It may not matter to you, it may not be applicable to you, but there's a reason why it exists. But no, this industry has been rewarding, not just because, for me mostly, because the people we get to serve, which makes TTPOA a very rewarding event for us to attend. We see all the folks that either use our product or have heard of us that want to use our products. So that's we. We have new products maybe 5 or 6, maybe more every single year. It's not because we're trying to come up with new things. It's because there's a need for it, so we do something about it. Like this year, we're going to have maybe half a dozen new dead-air muzzle devices. We're going to have more optics plates for pistols. We're are still, for the time being, focused on law enforcement and military authorized and issued weapons, and U.S.-made and allied country-made sights. And those have done very well for us. So those areas, the muzzle devices and the plates were new areas that I can honestly tell you before we got in were out of our wheelhouse. We weren't in that space, but those we did get into, we are not always the first, but we just want to be the best. And I'm not saying that our devices are the best. I think they're good. I think they're very good. Are they the best? That's for the customers to decide.
They're definitely gaining in popularity. We're definitely moving more and more of your muzzle devices every day. And one of the things I talked to you about this morning, and I'm putting it out there on social media, is that we need to see a Huxworks muzzle device, because that's something that's growing in market share right now, and that's one of the cans that you don't have an offering for because it's not. They haven't said you could do it yet, and some people don't understand that you can't just go in and make a surefire muzzle device or whatever, because every once in a while we get the comment, hey, why don't you have this? I'm like, well, they haven't said that that's okay for that company to do that yet.
It's a licensing thing, you gotta just go do it.
Yeah, surefire. I mean, they actually broke down and licensed something to BNT, right? And that's kind of surprising.
That shocked me. That was
yeah. But for Huxworks, and they, I mean, we can be making things for them. The one thing we'll make for them, or maybe two, is the 6315 design that's been around since 2017, and which spawned an entire new line of products for dead air, and we love dead air. Dead air folks are great. We like their products. We like the people we deal with, and as a company. So the design is sound. It works. It's very well rounded. We could make this for them. But we just need to hear from them that, hey, okay, you guys can make it. Then we could definitely do something for them if given the opportunity. And I think we could move products for them.
Now, one of the things that you do have is you have would you call it a cult following? I mean, like you got a pretty good following, pretty hardcore.
You guys do too, so you know how it is.
Yeah,
right?
we understand it. And so one of the things that we've been trying to do lately is engage our social media audience and get them to ask questions. So there's a ton of questions in your forward control group, and that's what I'm scrolling over here looking for. And
here's a good question that from there. I don't know who asked it, but it was: is there like a particular product that kind of doesn't get the attention that it should, like one that you thought would do better, that doesn't really get as much of the spotlight as
right?
Others.
So
that's exactly what I was fixing. So Joshua Whitehead asked, what FCD product do you think is the most underrated, doesn't sell as well as you think it should?
That's the one I was
a good
looking
question.
at it right before. I was like, that's a good question.
Yeah.
It's kind of niche because the way it's designed, it only works. We got a very narrow set. I mean, it's a very strict set of requirements. If you don't have that, then it doesn't work for you. That's the PMA, the parallel mount for ACOG. So if you have a 4x32 or 3x ACOG, it's an offset mount. All you got to do is just shift your head a little bit, and then there's the dots, right? So you don't have to canned it this way, which seems kind of unnatural. And I think most people just we got criticized, we got beat up pretty bad when I posted a video on YouTube. Somebody said, this is a horrible idea. Well, imagine someone said that to you about your product, right? Nobody want to hear that, but like I said, if you got thin skin, you can't be on the internet. So I looked at him like, you know what, I don't even want to, I can't even bother trying to tell him. And his mindset already anyways. But the PMA is one of them. I wish I could say that everything we do is automatically popular, right? People say, oh, anything you make, I'm going to buy. No, I don't think. I think of it as more of a responsibility for us to always do the best we can. I mean, we do that anyways. But given that kind of expectation, there is a lot less tolerance for failure. And failures we've had. I mean, we've had to recall products before. The first time in 2017 with the bulk cartridges, because they weren't heat treated properly, so they were bent. We're still dealing with this 6 years later, because most people don't shoot their guns. They put it on the guns, then to find out 6 years later, oh, you're bent. Okay, well, no problem, we can replace it. But PMA is one of them. The other one is the Glock floor plates, the magazine floor plates. And we thought it was going to do real well because it makes so much sense to us. But this is one of the products that is we have to change people's mind about something they have been using in order for it to succeed. And that something is the magwell on for pistols. If you have a Glock, in a lot of the folks, the Glock users have like this magwell thing, right? We don't like that because when you have it, you remove the possibility of the function that the Glock built into the gun, that is to be able to strip the magazine out manually if you have to. By having that extension on the bottom of your magwell, you no longer have that possibility. Okay. So our magazine floor plate replicates the functionality of a magwell in that it has a little bit of extension on the back. I mean, towards the front, so it's like a beaver tail. It's flared on the bottom, so that when you hold it, you could retain the weapon better, as well as if you had a magwell. But meanwhile, it doesn't prevent you from stripping it out. And also, if you have a holster, because the way that the lip is shaped, you could grab it so much more easily and more quickly. But it's one of the sleeper products most people don't even know about.
And that point that you brought up, like one of the reasons I really like a magwell on my Glock is because of my pinky. Having that ledge right there, like the Raven, the Freya is what I use. That's my favorite magwell because it has a really nice little ledge right there. And like you said, when you do that, when you plug that hole in the back of the Glock, that's where you're supposed to be able to rip it and I really love that product, and I'm glad you brought that up.
Well, I bring it up because, well, number one, because it was asked. Number two, it's true, and I'm not trying to sell it more. This product we have a lot
In
of
stock right now.
But like I said, it has a prerequisite, and that is to change people's mind about limitations the user place on themselves because of the magwell.
Mm-hmm.
You remove that, and now you can use ours. But it also has more benefits than better weapon retention, because now you can hold it a little better. So yeah, PMA, and also the Glock floor magazine floor place rather. But see, it kind of circles back to LDFA. When we did LDFA, I mean, nobody thought it was going to do well. I didn't think it was going to do well. I didn't care. I'm going to make it because I know there are people that can use it, that can benefit from it. So we made it anyways. And LDFA had a different turnout. It's one of our bread and butter products. It has done very well. It did very well. It has continued to do well. The magazine plates, they're not doing very well because people just don't see the benefit of it, and because we're not on the internet shooting videos and showcasing how it works and how much better it works than either you have a magwell installed or with the factory floor plates. And so it sits. It's okay because after a while, now our position is not always to make a profit. So we want to make a profit, of course. The business purpose is to make a profit, right? Or rather, for-profit business, well, its purpose is to make profit. Non-profit, well, whatever. But if it doesn't do well, that's okay. We're still going to make it because I like it. And also, really, one of the reasons for controls, for that matter, firearms were started was because we want to make things nobody made, right? And you guys, probably are going to do the same thing if you have your own brand. Hey, I want to make this, but nobody makes it because they just nobody thought of it. Mm-hmm. And so those are the two products. And there are probably more, but those are the two outstanding ones.
And how does it go? We've got a couple other questions in here that I want to touch on, but when you were talking about that brought up something. The collaborations that you do, right, with like Jim Hodge or TNVC,
Tango Down,
Mike over at Sons of Liberty, like mm-hmm. I think one of the best safeties on the market currently is the Quick.
Absolutely.
Right? Like absolutely.
You wouldn't know that if you did a search on the internet, and trust me, I know it because I did it. Okay, best AR-15 safety. Ours is never mentioned, not once. So, but
we'll have to work that on that SEO. I'll work on that. I'll get Steven on it.
I'll get into the
mainframe.
The database.
The database
files and fix them.
I just find it kind of curious. But I kind of know the reasons for it because of all the safeties that most people, these influencers, right, they're paid to do it, and they get paid to link it. Right? If somebody buys something, they or just for click on it, they get paid for it. We don't have anything like that. And I don't want anything like that. Nor do we think we need anything like that. See, I want our product to succeed or fail on their own merits. Right? And the ASF was a collaboration with the Sons of Liberty Gun Works. And it has been one of our better known products.
Yeah. And
it's after leaving firearms, I had enough with safeties, because of course you know this because you had some issues by then, right? And things have changed quite a bit from 10 years ago. By then, if I were to ask you to venture a guess as to what the number one complaint was for MB safety. No, I love to hear what.
I have no idea. That was so long ago.
Well, no, today, okay.
Oh.
If you, the number one customer service or complaint about MB safety. Okay, I'll tell you. And now you think this is stupid, but 10 years ago that was the thing, right? It has to do with the gap between the lever and the receiver.
Oh yeah.
right? So by then, as it is today, I'm like, we can't really do anything about this because receiver width will vary, right? You have in the 1960 era or 1970 era M16, that's about 0.78 whatever inch wide, and then you have something like no names, but that would be like 0.85 wide or even 0.9 inch wide. Well, yeah, so the gap is going to vary, but yeah, silly things like that. Of course, now people are kind of like, well, really? People complain about that? Oh, yeah. That was the number one thing I spent the most time on. So, if you were around from maybe 7-8 years ago, if you read up on airfincher.com or m4carmy.net, I had lots of articles written on troubleshooting the gap between the lever and the receiver. Yeah. But, the ASR has been a great product for us. And we're grateful for Sun's involvement.
I got a question.
Go for it.
Roger, the internet is divided.
Oh
no.
Serrated or
Serrated.
dimpled?
Okay.
Serrated.
If you're building a rifle, what is Roger putting on his rifle?
Well, the answer is I've given it before, is whatever people return to us. Because like the EPC is, how people, you don't have EPC on your gun. I'm like, well, no, I don't, because if I put one on there and I want it, I'll take it off and give it to him or sell it to him. So the dimple thing has a history. Okay.
Oh, yes. This will be good.
So this forum, I guess a lot of people don't really go there. It's called Weapon Evolution. This run by John Wang at Rainier Arms, or his people run it. And so I was on it a lot more often at the time. So somebody asked me, how about you guys do a crosshatch on the serrated surface? I'm like, I don't really like the looks of it. I think serrated works just fine. Then I thought, well, okay, it actually has people just want a different texture treatment. I get that. But I thought, well, I'd rather do dimple. Then I realized, but before I did that, I realized the reason why I wanted to do it wasn't because what somebody asked for. A lot of times, people ask for dimples on the ASF on our safety levers. Never going to happen because it actually, there's a reason for that. Because as your finger is rotating the lever, it's actually sliding on it. So you put dimples there, you're putting friction there, it actually is hindering that movement. You don't want that movement hindered. You want it to be smooth, which is the reason our serrations are along the length of the lever. But anyway, back to the dimples. As I'm using my bow catch, I realized I'm not always doing this motion, this up and down motion, right? Which is the direction of the pedal. A lot of times I'm accessing it from an angle. So serrations. So horizontal serrations are very, very good at mitigating vertical serrations. But as the angle changes from 0 to 180 degrees to more like this, like when it's getting more angles, this horizontal serrations become less and less effective. That's when I thought, okay, let's give it a surface treatment where it doesn't care about the angle. That's what we call the O angles. The O angle, it just means regardless of which angle your finger is accessing you from, it always offers you the same amount of traction. So, and this became
fucking science, dude.
Okay, so even this, we have, I asked my friends about this, and they didn't think it was that good of an idea. They didn't say it was a bad idea. Just like, well, it's not necessary, right? Because when you think about it, they're not wrong. The bow catch, when you press on it, it only goes this way, right? That's it. It pivots. It's just, I don't think they thought about what if you are accessing it from an angle, or what if you're accessing it this way, right? Now, all of a sudden, the vertical horizontal serration is not going to mitigate horizontal movement. So now it's going to be slippery. But if you have a surface that offers a similar amount of traction, then this actually will offer you traction and friction. So, but anyway, long answer to a short question is I often mix them because I don't, I use whatever I can get my hands on because I got a bin full of parts that people return for one reason or another, or it doesn't work for them, they don't like them, whatever. I can't sell them again, so I put it on my gun. So on our test guns over there, you're going to see a mixture of all of them.
Yeah.
None of them match anything, because I don't care about But I would say that for some things serrations and for some things dimpled.
Nice. You heard it, people.
Yeah. And for everybody who's wondering, OD or FD, I want to point out his pants, his shirt, and his lanyard are all ODG. So suck it.
So you said you were going to give Ike an EPC. So can I get your grenade launcher?
that was good. That was good. If he wanted off the gun, he's going to give
I'll get rid of it for you.
So y'all transitioned here from California. They're actually the last people we're going to let move from California. We're not letting anybody else in Texas. Texas is closed, if y'all were wondering. But there's some other questions here that we're going to hit up. And let me see.
So Joe Haney had a good one, if you're still looking. How'd you come up with the logo? It's not a duck. It's not a goose.
Yeah. So you guys know about our logo. We use for less than a year, the twin arrow logo. Mm-hmm. And someone told me, I said, I like it, but it's kind of boring. I'm like, yeah, I want it to be boring because I don't want. So going back to the thing about simplicity, right? If your hat has a whole bunch of flowers on it, it doesn't do its job any better. It just needs to have a brim. It needs to do its thing, right? Nothing else, right? So I want our logo. I want everything we do to kind of to do form follows function. But for our logo, I want something simple, really simple. Just because I mean, if you go to our website now, it's super simple. I can tell you that we haven't changed our templates from shift for shop for this entire time. I never changed it. It's always been the same. So for our logo, the twin arrow thing, it was okay. But one of our products which we never even released. It's a I can talk about it because it doesn't really matter anymore. It's a SCAR modular ambidextrous charging handle. Because up until recently, FN released a non-reciprocating charging handle, but up to that point, they were reciprocating. So the shape of one of the lever, the charging handle, is shaped like a wing. The idea is that if your hand happen to be in this way, because the wing shape is going to be like this, you just push it out of the way. So when I saw, I was looking at something and I saw this Cygnus thing. I'm like, what is that? And I looked it up. It's a bird. It's a swan, right? It's a real constellation. So I really just I want ours to be like that because it happens to resemble the shape of a product. Also, I like its simplicity. And being in California, where we're in LA County, one of the most liberal cities, and I don't want people. And it goes back to my own name. It's not tactical bunny operator, tactical bunny ninja operator, so I don't want skulls, swords, guns, or shield, anything. I just want something that's like completely innocent. I mean, you can't tell what it is by looking at it. So some of our friends to calling a duck. And even now, when I just ordered a new hat that was inspired by you guys, by the way, this trucker hats, because you guys sent me to, I'm like, oh, this is great. I want them just like that. So on the order that I didn't tell them what to call it. They called it goose something, goose hat. But that's how it came. And we have several versions of it. Sometimes it's the outline. A lot of times it's just the outline, because I can't think of anything that's simpler than that. Because usually it looks like this, right? It has the lines and dots of the constellation. Sometimes it's within the circle. Sometimes it's just the logo by itself. And on a lot of our products, it doesn't even have a logo at all. If it does, it would be very, very small. I just don't want to use our logo to make money, and which is kind of. It's just the opposite thing people accuse us of sometimes. They put a duck on it, they started for money. Nothing could be further from the truth. Because I've seen what happens. I've seen it when folks have just put logo on things and sell it for more. We don't do that. So a lot of times our logos are very hard to find, if it's there at all.
Yeah, I mean, I've got quite a few stuff that doesn't even have a logo on it. You know, like, or if you put it on, the logo's hidden. You know, like that, which is cool. Do you know you got any other questions offhand that you remember from the group?
Yeah, so Mitchell Booth has a good one. Tessa's husband. He's asking, what product are you most proud of, and what was the most? Or I guess it's two questions. So, what product are you most proud of, and then which was the most difficult to design and produce, and why?
Okay, so if I tell you and I will tell you, I really hope people don't think that I'm taking credit for something that I didn't earn, because I really think I earned it. It's not even product that we have now. It's the 50-degree safety, and now I did not invent the 50-degree safety. Okay, so I know the safety history, and I have an idea which weapon started using that first, right? I mean, you could go back to something like the STG-44. Well, it has a selector. It's not a safety. It has push-button safety, but a short throw selector that goes from semi to auto, or maybe it was the other way around. But it existed way back then, right? And it has proliferated throughout, military guns like HKs and FNs, and they'll have it. So the thing I'm most proud of, and most people don't know this, and I don't care if you don't believe me. I know because I was there. I did the work. Was when I was at Battle Arms, it was really an uphill battle to get people to accept a short throw. Of course, now let's go back again to the thing about it's a solution in search of a problem. This comes up all the time, right? And I remember this very well known. I will tell you guys off camera who that person is. He said the same thing, right? So I think at Battle Arms, we required a lawyer pin. I don't know if you guys remember that. This was done so that you can't put it in standard lower, because we're afraid that at 45 degree, it doesn't point to safe, it doesn't point to fire, it's somewhere in between. Mm-hmm. So what is somewhere in between? I don't know, flowers? It's not fire, right? So we don't want to get sued for it. So, but for that, so we had to convince manufacturers to have that little cutout on the left side of the selector hole to allow that pin to go through. Okay, so we convinced, I think, there was like 5 or 6 of them, and some of them just like, no, I don't want to do it. Okay, so, but nowadays, so my goal at the time, and if you can ever find anything I posted back in 2011, 2012, that was exactly what I said. I'm hoping we wanted to make it so that 50-degree safety is a viable option for safeties, as it exists for pistol grips, stocks, handguards, sights, whatever. And now, at the time, it really wasn't. It was like, if you like it, whatever, big luck with that, right? And so we were really concerned about the 50-degree, that if a police department want to buy them, we'll tell them, no, not a good idea, don't do it. Because if it's ever involved in a shooting, they're going to get you with that, because you modified our safety, the lower pin's removed, or this is the non-standard fire control. Okay, so now in 2023, or even from a couple years ago, would be absurd, right? That short throw was laughed at the time. So yeah, so that's. So I like to say that if I don't do anything else from this point on, I already did something. It doesn't matter if people don't know this, but that's I think my contribution. It's not just me, of course. I was a Battle Arms, so I would say it's theirs and mine.
One thing I want to touch on before we get too close to wrapping it up here. Is we talk about, let me back this up. One of the things I want to touch on that we were talking on before we actually sat down was your ordering process, how you're determining fulfillment. Like you're like, okay, I need, I sold 150 of these last time, I'm going to order 150 more, or that process, right? Because you said you wanted to grow, but you're wanting to contain that. And so we get a lot of complaints about oh, why doesn't Roger just make more, right? Yeah. Like that's a big determining factor. And we touched on it last week in the Jim Hodge podcast, right? And so people want to know, why don't you just make more?
Okay.
Why not make 100,000
right.
of
okay.
XYZ?
It's very simple, because our compass is not guided by money. And in our mission, it's not about that. It was never about that. It's not about it now. It never will be. Floor control was in the red for a long time. It was just something. It was a hobby that I did, so I didn't make any money, and I was okay with that. And I'm still in that mindset. It does fine now, but money is not the end all be all. It's not that big of a thing. Our mission is. The very short answer is that because it's not important to me. It's not our mission. And we make as many as we feel comfortable making. Sherry at Starbucks Mule has a PO for maybe 8,000, 10,000, but that's limited by their ability to make them. We have about a few thousand coming in. But the month later, there's some issues, so we have about a couple hundred ready. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to send Ike 5 of them, okay? And it's not even with his time, not with my time. But but in terms of growth, I don't want to grow anymore. I'm happy with our size. I don't want to be anyone. I don't want to beat anyone. I want to be us. So who is us? I want to be happy. I want to always have a happy outlook at everything. I want people to have a positive experience when they deal with us, and I want our dealers to be happy with us. And so, whenever we get pro carvers, when was the last time people were able to find any like an EPC on our website? I can guarantee you it's been years, because we always ship to our dealers first. We want them to make the profit because they help us. We want them to get the first dip. Get dips on them before we go live with anything. So like the bolt catchers, we only recently put them on, but that was long after we've shipped them to you. So that's the we're four full-time employees, and I want to stay that way. We're still growing by 20-30% every year. Of course, I guess. If you look at what happens between 2020 and 2021 and 2, somebody could be disappointed. Oh, you only grew 30%. Well, yeah, but nobody can sustain 200, 300% growth every year.
Even 20 to 30% is a lot of growth. A lot. You're talking about I believe the number is like a 3 to 5% growth, for a standard business.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, I'm not a businessman. I was an IT person. Now I'm in this industry. I do what I feel is right, and I'm not always right about everything. I've made mistakes. Okay, but I have, our direction is not about becoming bigger. Is that going to make me happier? I don't think so. I can honestly tell you, I may be a little happier 6-7 years ago when I had more time. Right. So, I was kind of joking with you guys earlier that. I've been to Fort Worth once, just night time. Dallas once, and Round Rock twice, only because you invited us to be here. Otherwise, I would never set foot here. But we do plan on going to visit you guys so we can do the podcast. What's happening now? I want to go see our friends and Sons of Liberty, and I want to see Jim Hodge. No growth. I'll be happy to stay where we are, because we're fulfilling our mission. EPC, I hate to say this, but it's not crucial to our operation. Okay, just like our SBCGs. Okay? Everybody wants them. They go for a ridiculous amount of money now in secondary market, and I feel bad about it. But if it takes us a whole week to just QC like 300 of them, what do you think our capacity is to make hundreds, thousands of them? Right? It's just not going to happen. Yeah. But the things that do matter to me are we serving the people that serve us? Okay. I mean, people call me bulllicker for that, whatever. We're focused on providing to our customers, be it law enforcement, military, or civilians. Okay, EPCs, you like that. I get that, but they're products that take higher priority. And it is not to say that we slow walk EPCs. Whenever they get here, we'll ship them out right away. But if they take longer to make, I can't make anybody working harder. Right. So when anodizing was taking 6-7 months, oh God, 6-7 months. I mean, seriously, that happened, right? That was when every time we got something, you got 3 or 4 of them. I mean, we never didn't keep anything for ourselves. We were getting 200 at a time. So people thought that we were holding them back to drive up prices artificially. I'm like, so the people that criticize us, it's like people running the government sometimes. Man, they never ran a small business. How do they know what we go through? But so anyway, that's the reason why a lot of times it's not we don't want to make more. It's just we have other priorities. Yeah. EPC can succeed or fail on its own. It doesn't matter. We have 3, 4, 6 other dozen products that we need to keep an eye on. It's not the only thing we do. God, that'd be very scary.
I'm not going to say that we ever did it, but there was a certain point whenever we were, when anodizing was taking so long, we'd wait. We'd get some in from you. We'd get some in from you, because the last thing we want to do is drop 5 and we'd get 60 people.
Yeah, there's like 300
on the door.
300 people on the wait list, and we have 5 or 10. And then so the email goes out, and then you get 10 people that are really happy, and you have 290 that are pissed.
Right. So we don't even bother sending out notifications anymore. Right. Like anytime somebody asks me, I should go to BDO, go to go to our website. There is a link, crack dealers. Right. Go there, hit all of them.
Oh, y'all got any of them EPCs?
I do have a good question though. So y'all are known for your shipping speed. I mean, I thought we were fast, but y'all are known for. I don't think you'll find anybody that's faster on shipping. And I know a thing I see a lot on the internet is, he's using an automated system. Like the notification that you get, that's just an automated one that automatically spits it out. When somebody gets a shipping notification, what triggers that?
Right. So I've seen your video on how you do things. Okay. So you guys actually go through more process than we do. You guys do the fraud thing, right? So when we get an order, we have to enter it, and then we have to look at the weights and the box size that it has to go out in, and then we'll print a label. So this is all done manually. There's nothing automated about it. So people say, they just print a label. Well, just because we don't go to the post office 60 times a day, it doesn't mean there was no hands on it. When you get a shipping label, it was because someone already entered the order and actually processed it and is about to box it. Okay, same thing you guys do. Okay, so you guys are catching up. I mean, your shipping times are really, really good. I mean, if you're talking about 4 hours and most people can't do that, right? I ordered something from the Swiss company, and that doesn't say anything was out of stock. Ordered it. It's been 3 months. Where is it, right? No shipping notification, no nothing. So if you guys can do it for 4 hours, I mean, most people are very happy with it. I like to do it the moment it gets in. And so this is kind of bordering on obsessiveness, and it is. So when we got more help, we're trying to work something out. What's the longest you can endure not having this and go? Because if I see order, if they're not doing it, I'm going to be doing it. Okay. I said I want it done in 5 minutes. Can it be 30 minutes? I'm like, well, yeah, it can be as long as we want, but I don't want that. I want it to be done, because by the time the customers spend their hard-earned money in trusting us in our products and trusting us to take care of this properly and promptly for them, guess what? We're going to give them that. That's what I want, and that's what I would like for them to have. It goes, do unto others, pretty much. And so like last night, I couldn't sleep. At 12 o'clock, I got up and did all the orders.
So if you're getting a shipping notification at 12 o'clock in the middle of the night, that's not a system. That's Roger hitting print. Right. He's over there.
Right. So the Super Monkeys, Shay and Roger, they are there Monday and Monday to Friday. Roger also works on Saturday, but it's anything after Saturday, like 3. I mean, anything like after business hours, That's usually me. That's always me, pretty much. Because I just can't let something left undone.
Yeah.
It's
That's
it's not automated. It's I wish it was, and then I would have a lot less to do. But
and we've had those conversations with different ways of doing things on that end. But it's definitely interesting to see that, the processes, and we've talked about our process before on how that operates, and then we're actually changing some things on our end to increase some efficiencies and accuracies on our end. But it's all a different way of skinning the cat, right? You're going to get the same result.
Okay, so you guys are much bigger than we are. You guys, how many SKUs do you have? Well,
hot.
Yeah, I can tell how many we have.
Many.
Yeah.
We have maybe 300 or 400. That's it.
Yeah.
Right. Not talking about options, but just maybe like fewer than 300. If you have 3,000, you probably have that, right? So you got a much bigger warehouse. Things take more time to do when you got to go farther to fetch things, and when there's multiple things, like you went over there, come back. Oh God dang! There's another one right over there where it just came from.
Yep.
Got to go by there again. Right?
Yep.
So when you scale up like that. If we scaled up like that, I wouldn't be able to demand 5 minutes or less because it's not going to happen.
We get our steps in.
Yeah, we get our steps in, and we're always looking at ways of scaling that efficiency.
I'll get the guys spun up on night shift so we can. It's going to happen.
Well, so it's something that I'm coaching my wife. Something I want, but she won't let this happen. Is that what do you want people here 24/7? Yeah, kind of. But I can ask people to do that.
Yeah. One of our things that we've ran into, currently there's like a feasibility of like shipping up till 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. right? Because at a certain point, it's not going to get on a truck.
Yeah.
Like I could say, ship same day up to 5 p.m. Well, after 3, it's not getting on a UPS truck.
Yeah.
Even if we took it to UPS, it's probably not going to get on a truck out that night.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're absolutely correct. And so is Kunji, and that's on Sunday and on Saturday after like 11 o'clock, and it's not going to go out until Monday. Okay, so it doesn't matter that people, the customer. Send in, order something and they get a shipping notification in 5 minutes, it doesn't even matter. Well, yeah, it kind of does because to me, it's just our way of thanking them. Hey, thanks for trusting us to take care of your hard-earned money for you. You're trusting our product. You're trusting that we'll take care of you on the service, on shipping. Your money. Who here can say my money came easy?
Yeah.
I can't. No, nobody can, right? Who can say I don't really care when they ship? No, it's still no. Even though it's not going to go out, I still wanted them to know that we are on things. Or we're on it, even though it's not going to go out until Monday, 5 o'clock p.m., 4 o'clock. We're still paying attention to you and your orders.
Yeah.
Does that really matter?
You care.
Yeah. So ultimately, I don't know. I think people care. I think it's important, and you guys, know what BTO's advantages are, right? You have quite a few of them, and some of them are your attention to detail. I mean, how you take care of a customer, how you ship. It's all about this experience. When people order things from you, submit order, and they get a notification. Okay, cool. Most people don't ship that fast. That's good experience. When they get it, they're happy with the product because everything's packed correctly. They get what they pay for. And that's the good experience. And this kind of experience would generate future orders. And this is what we have been trying to do all this time. And not a whole lot of people identified it. And what it is experience. Okay? From beginning to end, and then after that.
Yeah.
If they have a problem to call you, you answer the phone right away, take care of the problems. Oh, cool. This is all positive. Listen, we're not doing this to entice people. It's not a means to an end, right? You take care of a customer, not because, if I take care of him, he'll come back. No, you take him because it's your job. right? You do this because you're supposed to do that. So we ship fast because I think that's what we're supposed to do. I don't want to wait until because I can. So it drives my wife a little crazy sometimes because like 3 o'clock in the morning she will hear a tape gun go, rah, rah, right? So sometimes I have to go to the other room to run a tape gun because I don't want to wake her.
Tape guns are loud.
They are.
Yeah. So the last question before we're almost at an hour. We're at 59 minutes right now, and I want to leave on a light note because we've hit some serious subjects here. If you were going to fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses, which would it be?
What are we armed with?
One of Roger's gats. Which would it be?
Probably more ducks.
Yeah, I'm breaking out Roger's grenade launcher that he's going to send me.
The 100. You heard it here first. Everybody.
I mean, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to speak for Roger.
This 100 duck-sized horses?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Ducks are freaking mean.
Yeah.
Geese are
Geese are mean.
Ducks are too.
No.
Go to the park.
Well,
you know how many times I've had to not explain what was happening from one duck to another duck to my children? Like, what is going on? Why is that duck holding the other duck underwater? Don't worry about it.
Geese are angry.
Yeah, geese are mean. Roger, thank you for taking your time, one, to come out and see us today at TTPOA, hang out at our table. Awesome experience always. And two, thanks for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I don't feel the need to kiss up to anybody, and I'm not kissing up to you or you guys. We're grateful for what we have. I think we've earned it, but we don't earn this on our own. We earned it because we work hard. We work with good people. We have identified folks we really like, and you guys are really on the top of a show list. And we're grateful to our customers. Without them, there wouldn't be a need for us to be there. Without them, we literally cease to have the meaning for existence. Because if you don't have customers, what do you make things for, right? And without good dealers like you guys push our products, and you guys, I consider you guys good friends. Mm-hmm. We're in the business of making hardware. It's true. You guys, just like you guys, are in the business of selling hardware, but ultimately we are in the people business. We are here to help people, and it's this relationship and friendship that I treasure most.
Thank you for always helping us.
Yeah, thank you. You've been amazing.
You would think that, right? That I'm helping you, but I don't think we did anything above and beyond. But I thank you for saying that.
Yeah, I mean, you've always answered our questions when we get something in. We're like, okay, what is this? What do we do? Was this good? What?
Well, true, but that's our job, right?
Yeah, but thank you. You care.
Well. Oh no! Even if I didn't know you, I would still want your problem to go away, right? To be resolved, and especially because I do know you guys and I love you guys, I want this done even better. Huh?
I said Roger said he loved us.
But that breaks back. I mean, that circles 100% around, or 360 degrees around, to how I introed this. Is our first interaction with you. My first interaction with you was this email back and forth, And then I started working with Ike, and he's like, and Jake, we're talking about forward controls and doing this stuff, and I'm learning the product stuff, and I'm like, wait, Roger Wang, battle, it all links in, and it's great to go, we very rarely go a couple weeks without some sort of contact between me and you or Justin and you, where we're working together on stuff, and we really appreciate you choosing Big Tex.
I didn't. We chose each other. I mean, they if we were so far apart, and I think, we're other than age, I think we're a lot more similar in our outlook on business and the way we treat other people, the way we treat our employees. I could see that you guys. I was commenting on how well your folks are so happy. and they don't, nobody comes to work like, God damn, nobody does that. People are happy to go to work, and I like our I like Shay and Roger do the same thing. I don't want them to be like getting all depressed on Sunday, like, geez, I gotta go back to work on Monday. Already on like Saturday afternoon or Monday because it's so horrible. I want people, it's the same thing with you guys. People come in, they're happy. And then when they're happy, they treat the customers well, and you get a lot more productivity out of them. But that's also not a means to an end. You are nice to them because, well, that's you. You're not nice to them because you get to squeeze more performance out of them, which that's what happens. But that's not the tool. That's not means to get that. You do it that way because that's you.